Today is gonna be a long stream. Oh, that's what I was doing. Right. Why did Habush hate me exactly? I don't recall. Oh, Jesus. I still have 2 undiscovered. That's pretty weird. Anyway.
Here I am. Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's tune. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need everything as it should be. Do you know what you have? Can you tell? Are you soft? Don't pour for Adam of Zarjitz because he can't hold his booze. Red monastery wine, white Takai by the door to the chapel. Got it?
I know everything I need to.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unversöhnlich. Our current Waffen
There are the pictures of wine.
And on top of that, the army was
like some
requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
Boy, are
That
you deaf?
Hacken
I
machine.
apologize.
White hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them.
Why?
They're called white. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell
You
a
can shove
deal?
that damn picture.
What I smell is that you're stubborn.
Okay. Having a little bit of a hard time figuring out who's calling.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unversöhnlich. Our current
There are the
Waffen
pictures of wine.
is a joke. And on top of
Hopefully I won't
that, the
splash
army
anyone's
was
shoes.
requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than
Boy,
any
I'd
Hyper
like
in
some
the
white.
domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe
Boy,
it?
are you deaf or something?
Where did they get
Why?
them?
White.
You're the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
I'm
What are you
trying.
implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them.
I'm
Herr
trying.
Gott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
are
have
you
better
deaf or
weapons than the
Why?
city garrison.
White.
And Herr
I'm
König
trying.
surely knows this too.
There's no option.
What is it, Eldris?
I'm sorry.
You smell a deep.
Starting off well. Let's check out what the internet has to say. Bless this game and its ability to always fail to explain how to do its minigames properly. Nope. I'm supposed to get the option,
What I smell
but
is
I
that
can't.
your stubborn heads do not realize
You
what
can shove that damn picture.
Schwierigkeiten this is.
We're gonna be stuck here for a while, aren't we? We can try asking him again what kind of wine he wants. But I know what kind of wine he wants, and I'm holding it.
The city reserves are in urgent
There are the
need
pictures of
weapons.
wine.
Unversucht.
Hopefully I won't
Our
splash
recurring
anyone's shoes.
Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the
You
army
there,
was
lad.
requisitioning
A
from
cup
it.
of red.
Should
And
the
don't
town
you skip
reserve
it.
have
sorry.
worse weapons than
I
any
wasn't
Hyper
paying
in the
attention.
domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I apologise, sir.
I'm saying that the
Which one?
bandits who
Monastery
freed
Red.
Hinnick, the Dry Devil,
Wait, what?
used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
I'm sorry.
The
Did I
city
mishear
reserves
him?
are in urgent need
There are the
of
pictures of
weapons.
wine.
Unversucht.
Hopefully I
Our
won't
current
splash anyone's shoes.
Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse
You
weapons
there,
than any
lad.
Hyper in the
A
domain?
cup of red.
What
And don't
are
you
you
skip
getting
on
at,
me.
Eldris?
I'm saying
This time
that
he
the
said an
bandits
entirely
who
different
freed
sentence.
Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon.
Come
Can
now,
you believe
waiter.
it?
I wanted red.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they
I
got
apologise,
them.
sir.
Since you're a
Which wine?
gunsmith.
Red.
What are you
Am I
implying,
speaking
Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herr Gott. It is eine Schande
Nope,
when
still
outlaws
can't do
have
it, though.
better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
Still can't.
What is it, Eldris?
Nope.
You smell a deal?
What I smell.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, this is painful. Okay. Okay.
Come now, waiter. I want
Get the
it ready.
fuck out of my way.
What Schwierigkeiten this is. The dry devil is running free. There are Raubbringer everywhere.
Apparently you have to
Every
specifically
region.
be
We have
in
the
front of
army
them, and that's what the
bearing
problem
down, and
was.
you want to defend
Shit, that's
yourselves
actually
with
fucking
a few
annoying.
rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König
I'd like some
and his
monastery
army
wine.
will
Refill
not
my
be
cup,
here
boy.
forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest
not a good
silver
idea,
heap
sir.
in
This
the
is
kingdom,
unbelievable.
and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory, and the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
Pour me red king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubbringer to wreak havoc all around?
Monastery wine here! Always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up. Well,
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His
Careful.
Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or
I'd like some
brothels?
monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city
That's
is
not a good
not
idea, sir.
what
This
it
is
should be.
unbelievable.
The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do have the new bath.
Is everything all right?
And Adam's old ones.
nothing you can
But
do
I
about
hear
it.
the Hoppring
Come
baths are
closer.
more of a pigsty.
They still are a bit, but
I need something from you.
Oh.
There is an item in my study that she thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the a silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house, and no one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds, go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I
Use your and come around.
if the town itself took charge of the baths, the profits would be much bigger. And all the other baths would chip in with their taxes, too.
What? More baths? Surely not.
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health
Nice.
should not be underestimated.
Whose silver might
Nor
this be?
overestimate. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a...
So,
I did.
not so loud. And now go back.
And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about
who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never
Hey,
accept
waiter!
that the city
Pour me
isn't
some
run
monastery
his
wine.
way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich,
Monastery
what have you
wine.
got to say about
Here.
it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard
Haven't we
incident.
met
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a
I don't
small
think so, sir.
misunderstanding. We've
sure I
sorted it
remember.
out and everything's settled.
Could I
My
be mixing you
ears
up with
must be
someone else?
deceiving me. Are you defending
Back to
Rutard?
work with you.
Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good
We've
reason
never
to
met.
punish him.
Not even once.
What happened there? Leave nothing
Sorry.
out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Full cup of
Everyone in the
monastery
city
wine.
gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble.
Sir?
He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king
Thank you,
is
waiter.
in.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened,
I
there's
fancy
no
some
point in
Picard.
dwelling on it.
Refill,
Let's move
boy.
on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend.
Are you
Nobody
deaf
said
or something?
anything like that,
Wine.
did they?
Why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
Oops.
I'm not keeping
Well,
anything
thank
from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels.
Oh boy.
It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Boy, I'd like
The
some
local
white.
spoke first.
First of all, it wasn't a duel. It was supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody,
Don't hang
you
around
should
me.
point the finger
Vanish,
at the
hear me?
youngster here who's...
Excuse me.
Ah, never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's
come here
sword
for a
fighting
moment.
school brought this
Everything in
custom
order?
to us.
Not
It's
quite.
now run by
sorry.
the
You might
German
be able to help
Menhard.
me. Come
Who
here.
knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous. What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now, but if you did...
So you will just leave it be?
All right.
I knew I could... While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings. Because I'm bored.
Contempt of the
What the
whole town
fuck?
garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way. We'll soon be the laughing stock of the whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is
That was
already
easy
laughing
enough,
at us
and he wanted me
all
to
day
count
long.
the winged figures.
So what if they have one more reason?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one...
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna look that one up. I'm not fucking counting that shit. Mm-mm.
left unscathed.
And you, a councillor,
sorry.
let people throw dirt on our work?
So, let's see what...
I found your glove.
Really? And did you count those?
counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters?
Oh.
Go back to serving wine.
Yes, the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is
sorry.
dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster?
Hey, waiter!
Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work with the city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? Sir? And what would that be?
Like, for instance,
You, lad.
that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen.
Well, naturally.
That space in the
I go to
side
your
gate
tavern
is
almost
mine.
every day.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your
must
place
have
is at
decent
least
wages
2 steps
to be
behind
able to
mine.
visit the
The
best tavern in
swordsmith
town
dares
regularly.
to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my
Why?
seat for
I'd
the
like some wine.
services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse or Opring.
Just poured all over the fucking table.
Those
I see
wrestlers
you've come up in
upstairs,
the
of
world.
course.
From a bathhouse
People
boy
from
to
the
a
whole town
waiter.
go to watch them brawl.
Go a long way.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been
No
sorted
comments?
out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Are we done yet?
Boy, I'd like some white.
Sir?
Thank you, waiter.
Finally.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oops, sorry. Oh boy. Just move! Jesus Christ, Henry. Wait. Does he not recognize me?
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fights!
Oh. We're going out.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
So did he, and he's a priest.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malisham?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Gutenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
What do you plan to do?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests. Eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to...
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Okay. O, Zizka. Hans. Samuel.
Greetings. Jesus Christ be praised.
I finally accepted my invitation. I almost lost all hope.
It's not that I didn't want to understand my absence.
There's the French guy.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry.
Baron Vauquelin-Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. I am a warrior, a traveler,
My word.
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malishov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gutenberg and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate...
That needs some explanation.
Oh, misère.
So,
when they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Okay.
I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal, but they never broke my spirit.
Okay.
You say you're a poet?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a jest? I think not. To recite...
Where have you been on your travels?
But of course, if you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested...
Is Hansi in the shit again, or is he between shits? Also, good morning. Finished Case City 1 last night. Ah, nice. Did you have fun? As for my boy Henry and Hans, they're currently in between being in shit.
In my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome.
How come almost...
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Fair. Well, we've met our boy, Brabant. Next. Oh. Jobst is here. My boy Jobst. No one else wants to talk to me? Guess I'll go talk to the rabbi. And Samuel. Hello?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg.
Okay.
And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all.
Yeah.
Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Well, no, actually, could have asked. I was like, I'm sure those comparisons are very apt, but I don't know either of those people. Are you here on business? Are you looking for friends? Are you trying to negotiate better terms?
Are you here to arrange...
We have more serious matters to attend to here than...
That's not what I meant when I asked. That is not what I meant when I asked, are you here on business? I did not mean trade. God bless.
Such... I'm God.
Peace.
How do you...
It's... And we... I'm... And...
Why did we...
And...
Do you want to make use of the council to...
Not at all. However, we would like... The situation in the town and the kingdom is... You have men and weapons.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just...
Did you come to lend money to the...
Not to lend, but to give. Help given...
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercy...
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Oh, they've met.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, He's roaming the world.
Wait, from Scarlet's?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of...
Oh, wait, he knew
My
Dad?
daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Hold up!
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
We're half-brothers?
That was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink.
So Samuel is... He's not even half-brother. Technically, he's not my brother by blood at all. But he is like, sort of brother. That's a little confusing. We share a non-father. That is a confusing fucking math to do there. But, he's kind of like a half-brother. Sorta. Both English writers of historical fiction, quite well researched. They're both makers. Probable adventures, bro. And for Sharpen the Lost Kingdom. Unfortunately, I do not know that at all. I have not kept up whatsoever with literature. No, I don't think I recognize those names.
For that, there will be more suitable...
Good health.
L'chaim.
Dear friends and allies.
Oh, I thought we were about to be attacked again.
In these troublesome times, you all know why we're here.
Uh-huh.
The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what
Let's sing Hanush. Oh yeah, Hanush.
Men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Is the idea that if everyone's drunk as shit, that this will go better?
Just as expected. Good health.
And
Oh,
to
boy.
yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
Oh boy.
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Oh boy. What is this about?
It depends. A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has served. And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shock.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new...
When Sigismund sees that...
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage in equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary for the plan to work, we need allies. Their money and their determination. We just need negotiators.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
I like this guy. This guy knows what's up. Why are you doing all this? Why are you doing all this?
Why are you doing all this? Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
Fair.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Wallstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, meanwhile...
Okay. Why me?
Why me? Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. There aren't many like...
Okay. What are you, Proki, what are you thinking of playing as a palate cleanser in between KCD games? Tell me more about these ones. Tell me more.
Me a bit more about those people.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Anna of Wallstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a
male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Oh. Smart.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is.
Bunch of smaller games have had on the pocket for too long, but Rise of the Ronins is a pretty strong option, even though it's already a really long game with unforgiving combat. Ah, bro. I'm not sure that's a palate cleanser. Fucking hell. And as for what you said, Ulysses, yes, I was not joking when I said today's a long stream. I'm gonna be streaming pretty much all day, probably.
Only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Gutenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Okay. Now, Botchek.
Botchek of Kunstadt.
That's just the thing. He doesn't play the big game. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his...
Okay. I'll get on it.
I wish us both luck. Before the...
Success.
Okay. Oh, Anna.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
Bold,
Beating around the
Godwin.
bush, eh?
Yeah.
I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
You hit the nail on the head again, Mom.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crew.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Oh boy. You've come to the right place then.
You were in the right place. This occasion...
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. So, to the point.
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to...
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
It's not only your money. You're well able to negotiate and trade.
Then I'd be helpful if you want me to support you. You must...
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has some...
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him...
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No, no. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband.
Oof.
And the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the...
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear. But I'll...
Hmm.
And the papers I'm supposed...
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones...
All right, I'll help.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed. Bring them to me. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has...
Okay. That's something. How do I get out of here? This way? Yes, this way. Oh, there's a lot more people here than I thought. I am in the wrong fucking place. Where are these saddlebags you speak of?
What brings you here?
Oh, hello, sir.
God bless.
Aren't you a bit...
What's your problem?
God forbid. But...
Not really.
What a guy. What about a game of dice?
Some dice.
Well, alright. I'll wait at the table.
Teehee. Easiest fucking lie ever. No! Don't fucking... Not inside. Outside. There we go. Now let's go play those dice with the... Oh, yeah, of course. We should,
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing
If I
for
lose,
the
I
first
lose.
time.
Okay, 5, 5, 5. How did I do this again? Right, score and continue? That was probably not a good idea. Okay, we got lucky.
Aye, that'll do.
Come on.
That'll do me. Roll.
Fuck. How is this so damn lucky? Ah, if he wins, he wins. Could be worse. Oh yeah, he just won. Holy shit. Oh,
Wonderful! And it goes to me.
oh no, I lost. Whatever will I do? Anyway. No, 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 no. We have to go back up. So, get the... Oh, who are you? Wait. Sir, I have a talk interaction with you. Who are you, sir?
Sir, nor I until now. I am Sir Conrad.
Used to be.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master until the King decided.
Fair enough.
Are you? I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army...
Do you think you...
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function. We've more than you think. If my memory... So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me...
And now look at us. We have...
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary...
It was a pleasure.
Likewise.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Ma'am, I did the thing.
I've got those papers.
Quiet.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here they are.
You're more capable than I expected.
You're welcome.
As agreed. I will
Thank you.
Yes, quite.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine...
And to the success...
I'm getting drunker and drunker by the minute. Hey, Samuel.
Everything...
I can't wait for it to end.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave.
Or pretty pissed. We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these were...
Would you tell me something about your...
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us...
Surely it won't be that...
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us. And in times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of Israel who are the first to be stricken.
You're not wrong. History has shown that you are unfortunately not wrong. Let's see.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Pah, even better. But
Oh,
you
God.
won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I'll talk to you later, Father. This is important.
You're in my home, so you'll talk to me first. What is it?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up.
It's none of your concern.
That's how you speak to me? I'd hope
Yes.
you'd grow out of that impertinence.
Why so strict?
20 years ago, He was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze.
Yeah, he hasn't changed
I got him
much.
a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into it. Only it wasn't long before they... And then I find out but he took his boozing and whoring along with him. Lost everything and then came creeping home.
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the wait.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
Okay.
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
Oh,
if you had any,
boy.
you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies.
You've got no other option.
Gentlemen, surely there's no... I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second.
Out of the question. This uncouth lout and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace,
You want satisfaction? Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard. Quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher.
Well...
Room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man.
You don't know which end of that thing is up. Stand firm.
No chance.
Otherwise, the first strike will put you
Come
on
on.
your arse.
Come on.
Not in my eyes.
Master strike.
Not at my sword.
Oh. My bad.
Take that. Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Cute. Master strike.
Enough. That will do.
You sure?
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father
Long
always
story.
said you were a good-for-nothing boozer.
Father was an
But
idiot.
you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well...
So Father would be satisfied, only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped to...
Not at all. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. But now, I have a
And that's why you want... That sounds very important. After you're... Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you...
What else can I...
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me.
All right, then. You've heard. It's a nice idea.
Only no one's going to pay for one.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees...
I like these guys' faces, they have a lot of personality. Yeah. It's something that... It's partially... One second. Sorry. I did get a lot of sleep. That's actually kind of the problem. I got too much sleep. Now I keep stretching and yawning. This game, much like Baldur's Gate 3, is mostly, whatchamacallit? I forgot the fucking words for it. My brain is mush. It's mocapped. Everything's mocapped. And it makes like facial expressions and movements and like everything. It's just so much better than, well, any other game basically. So yeah. For a lot of the faces, they also they modeled the faces after the real people, and or the people mocapping the characters. So yeah, they did a pretty good job. Would probably wrestle a bear for one night with his concubine, except he'd get so drunk he'd wrestle the concubine and sleep with the bear.
I'll follow. I expect Alder's not the only one you're after. Leave Alder to me.
I don't know how to think.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime.
You're still.
Aw, that was wholesome. Now, the last one. Oh. It's underneath us. What? I'm confused. Hey! Annoying cunt. Who am I looking for? No, it is supposed to be beneath. Fuck off. Can I talk to the maid? Aw.
You said it yourself.
I can talk to Zizka. Hi, Zizka. Some guys are pricks and there's nothing you can do to change their opinion. That wouldn't turn you into a prick too, at any rate. True.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze.
Oh.
It seems Liechtenstein's...
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them? Well, the only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance.
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burgher weather out of feet.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb. No.
Well, at least there's a few
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estate, not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Oh, there you are.
Sambocek, I need to speak.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and Jobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now...
On the contrary.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms?
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. Only in order to get them.
You've got my attention.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not.
Really? Name
Anna of Volch.
Truly? Well, let's see it.
I wouldn't mention the word.
All right. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Okay.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
Liechtenstein's married.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end...
What about me? Sorry. Oh no. Capon, no, not Hans. Oh.
How about young...
He's a youngster.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, and he'll give her...
And to half the wenches. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a... Maybe it's not so...
So...
You're selling the skin of a boar. First, I want a confirmation that the...
And what?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. If he agrees, I'll be happy.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop.
You know how I ended up last time? Here was all over my face.
Oh, I feel bad. I guess Capon probably won't be too upset about it.
Sir Hanush, I bring...
You do?
Capon's going to get married. Oh god, I fucking go.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter, I'm not going to support...
You misunderstood my meaning. I mean, with...
You arranged a marriage for my...
With the niece of Sir Butchek.
Butchek? Godwin, you conniving old bastard.
Oh, fuck.
I don't so... Young Hans is niece. If you're sick, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa.
Forget it. So, not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we? Cheers!
Sure.
Cheers to you! And to your parlaying skills!
Godwin, we didn't have much time for conversation on the way here.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens... Where did you leave Sir Divish?
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
Oh.
As they say, doesn't matter who needed the dough, as long as that...
Godwin.
Well, it could...
Oh boy.
I couldn't help but notice your son...
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble...
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though...
May God grant him eternal... What are you expecting from today?
Well, but, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps to... As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to...
I wonder if all these women are also like real historical figures. Maybe they're the wives of some of these people. I wonder.
The crossroads. Oh no.
Stephanie's pregnant. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Technically, if you played as Henry in the first game and you chose to fuck her, it is kind of implied that she's probably Henry's child. Having said that, I don't think I chose to. Having said that, KCD2 does not import the save from KCD1, so there's never really an established canon on what you did not do in the first game.
Stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened, no.
My God, what's taking so long?
Your mom.
Now we're allies.
Okay, nothing. Nothing. That's just
I
Yushka.
beg your pardon.
Sabuchek, your niece Yivka.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers to the beautiful...
Here's to...
I feel bad. I'm sorry, Hans. Especially considering that I'm romancing Hans as Henry in this game. It's like, bro. Oops.
But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea.
Hey Hans, I have bad news, buddy.
I've got some good news.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place.
Well, then you're gonna like the good news.
Standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother, so at least tell.
You're getting married.
You're going to get married.
Is she at least? You're really now. Enough.
To your help.
Oh, he thinks I'm joking. Oh, oh boy. Hey, I can talk to this guy again?
Sir Kunzman.
You're Godwin, aren't you?
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration.
Will you support?
That depends on what it is. If you just...
Do you think we should look for...
I came here for one reason alone. If the Ops doesn't lay one out before me... Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
Ah, two very based women.
I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side.
To her own relatives, certainly. But and I cared for him devotedly till the day he died.
So it's not true what they say?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune.
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg...
Or nothing. To be honest...
He said he was interested in...
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens...
So you don't...
And isn't it natural? It's not. They live in our city. But, God be with you.
Mind where you're going.
Bless the fucking Jews, they cannot catch a break.
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out.
Gentlemen, I think we can...
Is this...
Like I said, tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Val...
Both of them.
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a...
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans.
Oh, that was fast.
We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians. Our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes. The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
I need to be responsible to my blind run of this and dip out. Good luck to Henry, who's going to have to deliver Hans' trust up to the altar, much like a capon.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
And... he does not look particularly happy. Yeah, I figured. I'm sorry, Hans.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzik, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now
those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas!
Feels bad. Well, Henry now. Here we go.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields?
Oh.
And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter.
Oh boy.
From right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
There was also that whole thing where I blew up a fucking mine.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty...
Holy shit, Sigismund is pro-workers' rights.
We can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protect? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do...
All I hear from you over and over again. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privilege.
Silence! You have to earn your privileges. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and let the traitors cast their net. But unlike my brother, and I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You... don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. And we still wish to speak with our friend.
Yes.
Between the two of us, Marquardt. Was I not perhaps too harsh on you? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councils, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true.
Do I not have my... Oh, I don't have my dagger with me. Oh, how difficult would it be for me to just... If I just had my dagger, like, how difficult would it be for me to just...
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had needed him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. Monks. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we have a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is good. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that the fugitives of Wenceslas reign taught us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know...
Can I make them a little louder?
Only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a...
Okay, that might be a little too loud. 1 second.
stubborn ass, and relinquish that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make... at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
Oh boy.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire. As soon as you get the chance.
Sucks I can't save.
But the wine is good here. To your health. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting,
This is making me kind of hungry. God damn it. Oh, 1 second. Bots. There we go.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
Fair enough.
King Red White, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabosh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
He was so close, I could have just right in his throat. So, are they gonna attack Rabosh again? Am I gonna be sieged again?
You fuck a bit, then die.
Enemy with cavalry. Break through their lines and capture Sigismund.
Sigismund.
How'd you like a wine?
The art of winemaking has a long... Recipes are passed on from father to son. I myself was practically raised on wine.
I can tell.
Even the French royal court, the king himself had wine delivered for his...
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur,
Best bar. This wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain.
Baron Vacuum Voc.
I can't see shit. Why is everyone so blurry? If I wanted to see everything blurry, I would take off my fucking glasses.
They got by without.
Oh god. Hi, John.
Godwin, have you lost your hearing?
No.
I'd like
well
to drink
oiled
a
friend.
toast with you to our joint success. So, touching. Come now.
I never had
Truly.
maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
See now. Only there's no fuck.
I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread.
Well, gets
his lordship is so unsteady on his legs.
To hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening. And left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs.
You can bet on it.
I don't doubt it.
Oh god. A jug of wine. That's not it. That's not it either. No, that ain't it. That's a jug. I don't know if that's the right one though. That's a roasted fucking chicken leg. I'll go with that. Some more wine. Some bacon. Why not? God damn it, I'm getting hungry. This entire game just makes me hungry. The food looks too good sometimes. It doesn't happen that I'm in fucking Denmark, you know? The food sucks. This game just makes me miss Portuguese food. That's beer, that's not wine. What is this bullshit? Okay, I need to check. Find a jug of wine. Okay, well, I'm not doing a good job at it. Where does the game think it is?
Ah, strong words. I thought your Alishka was brown-haired, though. What? I'm talking about fucking cigarettes.
Oh, there we go, that helps.
Come on, finished. Pull up your skirt, and I'll be done. Forget it.
Wow, the curtains have some lively conversations going on, huh? I must be very drunk.
Stuff your craw anywhere, even at home. This is about politics.
Oh god, you guys are not nearly drunk enough, clearly. You're talking about politics.
Any debate going on around it.
What if I just go outside? Can't see shit. Where can I get the wine for this guy? Where even am I? The guards aren't drunk enough either. You should all be drunk. All of you. This is bullshit. Oh, and it's a guard. Oh, he's having performance issues. I'm so sorry, bro. It's all the wine. Exactly. Come on. Why can do you know where the wine is? You clearly look like you would know. Not there. Pancakes. Pancakes, bacon. Some cheese. Some cheese. Some more chicken. Some bread rolls. And more bacon. Supposedly though, Leighton. So nice. What are you people even talking about?
Caught something, I myself got a bad.
It's not that one either. Maybe I have to go outside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go outside.
Do you get it, Father?
Please, call me Rabbi, or Lord Cape.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it.
And you should not curse either.
See? You talk exactly the same as our holier-than-thous.
What
They're
is
not very
bothering
different.
you, young man? You should rejoice that you are to be married.
Aww.
But I didn't ask for a wife. I wanted to prove that I was worthy of the name of my house. Earn a reputation. Travel the world. And maybe later, one day...
Then you might be dead, sir. Think about the future. You need an heir.
But they could have at least asked me. What if she's some ugly monster?
Then she will be a rich monster. And God willing, the children will take after you.
Hey, the rabbi just said you're handsome.
I need more wine to wash down my pain. Will you drink with me?
Aww.
I shall not, son. Intemperance is against God's commandments.
Ha! Told you. You're the same as our priest.
Except Godwin.
But to your credit, you actually practice what you preach.
Aww. That was so sweet of Hans. Anyway. I wonder if we'll get to see this girl. Yitka or whatever. Jitka. Hey, do you know where the wine is?
Sorry, I don't...
What do you think? A fortress?
The food was
I
great.
haven't eaten so well in a...
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my
Wait, you're Kavietta's daughter?
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
Aww.
You haven't changed.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old dog.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
And how have you been all this time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood... I also got married. And soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice...
Aww.
Tell me more about...
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for now, but I'm...
Well, aren't you worried about her?
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village. I put up with all sorts of things without a peep.
And your husband?
Kuba. He died when Elishka was just a baby.
God grant him.
I don't have the skills for that.
Where might I...
Why?
It's not for me.
Aha. If you go down this, it's Lord Odorin's best.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're wonderful. Guard, guard. Okay. Hi.
Sorry.
From cleaning up this...
Oh, I'm not
Spent
doing
half
that.
the day scrubbing that floor.
Okay, so somewhere in here, yeah? No. Oh, food. Ah, is it any of these?
The rat'll be good, I hope.
I'm gonna go pour it to other people.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
Hey!
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's
Oh,
water
shit.
right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration.
1 second. Oh, I fucked up. Well, I didn't fuck up. It's an these are optional quests, but I should load back because I just advanced the quest, but I could have talked to a bunch of other people before advancing it, so I advanced it accidentally, basically.
Please, call me Rabbi.
Also, how can I... Oh god, why am I so fucked up? Damaged armor. Can I fix it? No. There's nothing I can do about it. Overeating, drunkenness. Oof. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, okay. I can't do anything about any of this. I don't think I have... No, I don't have anything that'll help me. I was hoping to improve my charisma, but... don't think I have a way to do that. Oh, that would have helped. Not by a lot, but by a little. Can't change Godwin's clothes. Fuck. Ah, okay. Okay, what does it say then? Magic wine, celebrate with the guests. Okay, so we need to go celebrate with the guests first then. And then I'll come back and do all that.
Hold on. You're changing the subject, so you don't have to admit I'm right.
Try devil.
Having a good time?
It's a fucking bore. These old farts here.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine.
Let's play
have a
then.
game for a coin. Let's make...
Nice.
I have no idea if I actually have that money. Oh god, trying to play while being drunk as fuck is the next level. Difficulty. 111. I see. I'm winning. Fuck! He's doing pretty well himself. Come on, just need a little bit more. Don't fart. God damn these people. So disgusting. One more. Maybe we'll be lucky. Come on, come on, come on. Can't be that bad, right? Fuck. I'll risk it. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, fine. Fuck it, I'll risk it. Think we're good. As long as he doesn't win instantly, we probably got this. This really feels like me living real life with my without my glasses basically.
Got me with you.
200. Yep, there you go. We won. Get fucked. Get fucked.
Wonder rule. Sure. Playing for coins a bore.
I might have something.
And what might...
Let's keep it as a...
I'll take it.
What the hell?
You bet.
It's gonna be like a weapon or something. I don't know what I'm about to gain. It might also be one of those badges or something. Is this... See, I've never been drunk in my entire life. Is this actually accurate to like how it is to be drunk in real life? Because I wouldn't know. I don't drink. In which case, I'm gonna need someone in chat to explain to me why the fuck you ever do this to yourself. I don't get it. What's the fun in this? My eyes hurt. My head hurts, and it's just from looking at this. I'm not even drunk myself. I don't think he's playing very well either. Probably because he's drunk out of his fucking mind. The feeling is fun and it doesn't get this blurry unless you're passed out. But if you're passed out, it's not blurry, it's all black. Oh, you know what? I take back what I said. He got really lucky there. Maybe this is how it would be for me to be drunk, because if I got drunk enough, I would probably lose my glasses and then everything would be this blurry. So you know what? Maybe it is accurate. Fuck me, I can't see shit. Number 5. That's it. Let's roll that again. The problem with me, right, is that basically like any and all drinks that have alcohol in them, I can't. Sorry. Basically, I'm my how do you say, like, my taste buds are very, very, very hypersensitive to alcohol. So like, if you were to have like a jug of like 1 liter of water and you put a drop of alcohol into it, I'd be able to taste it in the liter of water, like I would. And that's not an exaggeration, this has actually happened. This happened because there was this one time I picked up like a big glass. It wasn't a liter, but it was like a big glass of water at a friend's house. And it had something that looked like juice in it. And my friend was like, oh, just wash the glass and then pour some water for yourself and drink it. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I didn't realize that the thing that glass had before wasn't juice. It was sangria, which is a type of alcoholic drink we drink here. Not here, sorry, I'm not in Portugal. That we drink in Portugal that's a mixture of like a bunch of different fruit juices with alcohol. Plus red wine, usually. And when I poured it, and then I poured it, and I probably didn't wash it completely. I poured water into it, and then I drank, and that one tiny drop of sangria that was clearly still left in the cup, I drank it, and then I just spit out like a fucking, like, just like a fountain. I spit out the water back into the sink because I could not stand the taste of alcohol. The one drop of alcohol in my full glass of water. Could not fucking stand it. So yeah, no. And everyone always tells me that it's like, oh, but if you just drink this one specific mixture, this one specific like cocktail, you can barely taste the alcohol. The sugar in it or the fruit in it or whatever really, really masks it. And I was like, it doesn't mask it for me. Maybe it does for you. It does not mask it for me. I can always taste the alcohol. Unless, and there's only one exception to this, there is one alcoholic drink that I've tasted in my whole life where I can still taste the alcohol, but I taste it so mildly that I can actually drink it. It doesn't make me want to throw up, basically. And that is mead. Mead, not all types of mead, because there's more than one way to make mead, but some types of mead. I assume it's the honey in it masks the alcohol for me. I don't know why, but it does. Every other fucking drink that claims to mask the taste of alcohol does not work, but mead does. I guess everyone's taste buds are different, but yeah. Mead works. So basically, I'm a Viking. I lost? No, bullshit. Come here, you motherfucker. We're playing until I win.
Roll some dice. Yeah.
Fuck. Did I save? Fuck. No. We're playing that again until I win. No. I want to know what it is that I would have won. He said he was gonna. What am I? Where am I? Anyway, he said he was gonna play me for something other than coin. Now I want to know what it is.
Having a good time?
That they are, yeah. I don't like garlic. Most people do. Taste buds have their own personality. They do, really. I have this one thing. People don't fucking get me, okay? I cannot. It probably doesn't help that my brother, my older brother, he really, really, really likes Chinese food, or the Chinese food that you can get in Portugal, because foreign food that becomes popular in another country is almost never authentic. It's usually like the fast food version of the authentic food. So like the kebabs and the Chinese food and those types of food that you usually get in Europe, it's usually the fast food version of the real thing, right? Nonetheless, my older brother, he really, really likes Chinese food. And so my parents would take him to the local Chinese restaurant back when I was a kid in Portugal all the fucking time. Now, I hate it. I hate Chinese food. And you might say, well, that's a bit broad. Don't you mean like you hate specifics? No. It doesn't matter what I ordered from the fucking menu. I would always hate it. And I never understood why. Like, how is it possible to hate an entire group of, food? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. until I realized that there must be something. There must be an ingredient. I haven't pinpointed what it is. It's not soy sauce. Everyone always says it must be soy sauce. It's not. There must be an ingredient that is being used across all, if not at least most, of Chinese food that my taste buds must be hypersensitive to or something that makes me dislike all Chinese food. I haven't figured out what that ingredient is. Usually when I say this, people always guess maybe it's the soy sauce, and I'm like, I don't think it is, because I have tried soy sauce, and while I don't like it, it doesn't taste like the thing that I'm tasting, in all Chinese dishes. It doesn't match. It's not the same. More recently, I've had people tell me it's that one, that salt thing that people use on the internet. What's it called? It's like a substitute for salt. I don't remember the name. It's the name for it's like an acronym. I don't remember the name right now. I forgot the name. But some people think it's that. I wouldn't know, maybe. But it causes me to basically completely dislike the entire cuisine of Chinese food. Whatever it is. There must be something. I don't know what it is. It doesn't help that they like to fry their vegetables, and I don't like fried stuff usually, because I don't like the fattiness that comes with the fatty taste that comes with frying stuff. I much prefer grilling or baking or whatever, but frying, especially if it's frying on oil as opposed to olive oil, you fry stuff on oil, it's a one-way ticket to me wanting to throw up the fucking food. I cannot stand oily food, and usually Chinese food that gets served in these restaurants, again, I don't know if that's authentic or not, but the ones that they get served in these types of restaurants, yeah, it's very oily, it's fried, it's just, I can't stand it. The entirety of Asian food I have ever tried, and it's not been a lot, to be fair, the only food that I like is ramen. I fucking love ramen. I also love that the few times I've had ramen, I always try to order their spiciest ramen, and it's always incredibly disappointing, and I know for a fact they're not giving me their spiciest shit. I know for a fact. That's bullshit. They take one look at me and they go, she can't handle the spicy shit. I must assume that that's the case, because they give me their spicy ramen, and I can't taste the spicy at all. I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing. It's not spicy. If I'm not fucking crying my eyes out, okay, eating your food, it's not spicy. But, in Portugal, we like to use this one spicy thing. I don't know what to call it in English. It's called pt16. I believe it comes from Brazil. And I'm very, very used to eating food with that, and with the sauce made out of that. So my tolerance for spiciness, not spicy, so for heat, I guess would be the English word, is fairly high compared to the average Portuguese person. I feel the same way. I order extra spice and they always give me mild. Yep. It barely tingles my tongue. Yep. And at the same time, I had this one friend, I once made rice. I was making a rice recipe that I have in my family, which we jokingly refer to as arroz do cacá, literally translates to rice of that which there is around, because the original recipe was made by making rice out of all the leftover vegetables in the fridge, right? Eventually it became a recipe that you can actually follow, but originally it was just whatever vegetables you have in the fridge that kind of look like they could go into the rice, just put them in, right? So that's why it has that name. But that rice recipe, whenever my dad makes it, he makes it with pt16 sauce. So it's spicy. Whenever you make it, it's supposed to be spicy. So I got used to eating that growing up. Also, Portugal has a type of chicken, I guess it's roasted chicken that you'd say. Yeah, roasted chicken dish that also traditionally is accompanied with that type of sauce. It's really, really fucking nice. So if you're used to eating both of those things growing up, your tolerance for heat becomes, I don't want to say it's high. I know there's a much higher out there. There's people who eat I guess like Indian food, for example. Those people usually have a higher spice tolerance, but it's still much, much higher than the average Portuguese person, at least. And anyway, my point is, I was making that rice. I had added the sauce. I had mixed everything, right? So right? The rice was still in the cooking thingy, in the oven, no, stove, in the stove. And I just, I was checking if the rice was good, so I took out like a little bit of a small spoon of the rice with everything mixed in, right? And I gave it to my Portuguese friend who's not used to eating spicy food. And she was just like, she's like, oh my God, this is too spicy, oh my God, why have you given this to me? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I take it and I eat it and I'm like, actually I could add a little bit more spice. No! It's like, okay. So yeah, when you have a lot of tolerance, it's not just that you can feel the spice but it doesn't bother you, it's like you can't feel it at all. So yeah, those ramen places, that shit was not spicy, bro. That was mild. That was a fucking joke.
It's a fucking bore. Well, what are you?
Ah, yes, you. Let's play. How about playing for something else? I'll take it. I really want to know what it is, that he's trying to bet here. 6, 6, 6. And 5 and 1. Well, not in that order, but yeah. There was this one year where I went to, my family has a, my family has like a holiday home in the south of Portugal. Which is, it's owned by my grandfather, basically, because he's from the south, so that's kind of like, it was his house. We just like share it amongst the family, like whenever we want to go on holiday in the summer, a summer house, that's the word. Like, we take turns using that house, basically, as our summer home. Like for a week or two, depending on, who takes holiday when. I realize my English is atrocious today, but point is, there was this one year where a new pizzeria opened up nearby, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go to that fucking pizzeria. So I went there, and they had a pizza called Diavola, which means the devil. Well, the female word for the devil. Or diabolic. Might mean diabolic. Anyway, point is, it was actually spicy. It was in fact so spicy that no one else wanted to eat it. My mom didn't want to eat it, my aunt didn't want to eat it, no one else that was with me wanted to eat it. I was just eating that whole fucking pizza on my own the whole fucking day. I was crying my eyes out at the heat, because it was like making my face red. It was actually giving, like, heating up my face, and it was causing me to cry. I loved it. The next year I come back, right? Next summer I come back. The pizza is still on the menu. It's still called the same thing. The pizzeria is still there. I order it, and it's mild now. And I was just like, what happened? What happened? Every year I've gone back, I try the pizza again, and it's not spicy. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they changed their chef from that first year. I don't know if people complained. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they never made that fucking pizza spicy ever again. I weep. I weep to this day for my lost spicy pizza. It was so good. Anyway. 1, 2, 3. There's no 4. Fuck. We could have had a really good one there. 5, 5, 5. And then 1. If he doesn't win next one, we win. Probably. 1. Come on. Come on. Fail, fail, fail. Bust, 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 bust. Fuck. Okay, he doesn't get anything out of that. That's fine. Now, hopefully we win. Shit, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's no 5. Fuck! That was so close to like a proper one. We can score and continue, right? Yeah, we can score and continue. Let's hope. Cross our fingers. Come on. That should be enough. Yes! Let's find out. What do you want to give me?
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and ram it up your dry arse.
He was betting me a carrot?
I was just having a laugh with you. But if you don't like your prize, here you are. Not much. You've got no imagination. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shut.
Bro, all of that for a carrot?
Wonder rules. Sure.
No.
I don't play. Well, you can stuff yourself.
That was bullshit. All of that for a fucking carrot. That was actually fucking genius. Thank you, Warhorse Studios. That was amazing.
It would make a lot of things easier for you.
And how should I interpret this question?
In the simplest terms, I'm offering you a business deal without any ulterior motives. I am far too old for some sentimental courtship.
Oh, he wants to marry her.
You're amusing. But you know my answer. I appreciate your friendship, but I'd rather run my own affairs.
Yeah, if you're in her position at this point in history, you're a woman, you got lucky, quote unquote, enough that you are a widow and so you own the entire estate of your husband, you have your own title, you have everything. Marrying at this point is objectively like a bad idea, because you lose everything. Because the only reason you have it is because there's no one for you to pass it on to. You have no son and you have no husband, so you get to keep all the wealth and all the property and stuff. As soon as you either have a husband or a son, you lose it immediately. So yeah, if you value the power and the influence and the property and the wealth and everything, then you don't remarry. You just don't. Having said that, she will be a target. Like, being a widow without much power and stuff, and wealth and stuff, she will be a target for the rest of her life. Having a husband will give you security, but it risks you losing everything. Having no husband makes you a target, so if she thinks she can keep herself safe, then she has no reason to remarry.
I understand. Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitka. May her marriage to Lord Capon bring her happiness.
They're young. They'll have plenty of time to cultivate that happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
Not at all.
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make a lot of things easier for you.
Yeah.
And how should I interpret it?
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush?
Well, he's heading on the
Raise an
woman.
army, prepare a wedding feast and all that.
All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start. And March, you know how it goes. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still... I'm too old, and...
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take...
Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that's...
But there are 2. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush...
What? In Ratai? Well...
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's mess.
Have you ever thought about getting married again?
That was funny.
It would make a lot of things easier.
Anyway, looking at him closely.
I wish I could see anything. Fuck this game, man. Ugh.
You're amusing. But you...
Get out of the way, I'm trying to look at the guards. Okay, nothing here. Okay, I think we just go do the thing we were doing. With the other dude. Those are horses. Hello, stable master. Nothing happened. You didn't see anything. We can actually talk to these ladies? Cool. Hello. Hello, madams.
My esteemed lady. I haven't yet had the opportunity to...
No matter. Although Martin hardly spoke of you, from what I heard, I could
No offense, ma'am. But whatever picture you paint of...
Indeed. So the stories of how in your youth you used to drag a different chambermaid to your bed every night is nothing but slander?
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench in front of the fortress.
All right, I confess to that one. But nothing happened to...
And is it not true that one of your paramours made off with your late mother's jewelry?
Oh! No one's perfect.
You're all sinners, Mom. And besides, that was 20 years ago. A person can change a lot in that time.
Unquestionably. My husband is living proof of it.
Uh-huh.
No more than I.
Okay. Who are these two young ladies?
Kindly introduce...
This is Lady Christina, second wife of Lord Biniak of Nostitz.
Okay, yeah, so it's the wives.
She's standing in for...
Nice to meet you, sir.
What's your opinion of the...
That it's about time. Although at the onset it looked like everyone here would carry on arguing like fishwives, but in the end it seems the agreement arrived at will bear fruit.
How come your husband isn't here?
How come you are...
Because he's been rotting for nearly a year in the king's captivity.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mom.
I've been praying for it since the day I got word. Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once the promised army turns up.
Isn't there like there's like an old story. Actually, there's like 50 different variations of this story. For different, even for like different religions and everything, but the story's always basically the same. And it kind of goes, a big storm happens, right, in a town, and there's a flood. In this flood, a man is left stranded in his, in the upper floor of his house. He's at the window. Now, as he's at the window, he starts praying to God, to save him. So a few minutes later, a man with a boat passes by him and goes, "Hey, get on my boat, and I'll, get you out of this, this flood and this storm, and we can go away." And he's like, "Don't bother. I'm praying to God for safety. So surely he'll help me." And the man goes, "Okay," and he goes away. And then he prays to God, and a few hours later, another guy shows up, with an even fucking bigger boat, and he's like, "Come on, God, bro, like, just hop onto my boat, we'll get out of here, you'll be safe." And he's like, No, don't worry, I'm praying to God, he'll keep me safe, he'll keep my belongings safe, he'll keep my family safe. And then he's like, "Well, suit yourself." He leaves. Now the storm's getting worse, the water's rising, this motherfucker's on the roof of his fucking house at this point. And then a third boat comes in, third guy with an even bigger boat comes in, and he's like, "Bro, really, you should be getting on the boat and getting the fuck out of here." And the guy's like, No, I'm praying to God. He'll save me, don't worry. And he's like, "Well, suit yourself," and he leaves. The storm gets worse, and the man gets swept by the current and drowns. Now he gets to the gates of heaven, and he asks God, I prayed to you for salvation. Why didn't you save me?" And God replies with, "Well, who do you think sent you those 3 boats?" And the point of that story is basically, it's basically the saying, what is it? God helps those who help themselves. It's like, yeah, you should pray to God for help, but you should probably also do something about it. Like, you actually have to try. You can't just pray and do nothing. So yeah, I just remembered it because of what this woman said. She was like, "We'll pray to God that your husband returns quickly," and she's like, "Well, earthly means will seem like they're going to be helping along with that." And it's like, well, if I was Christian, I would say that God probably sent you those earthly means to help you and your husband. I'm not particularly religious though, so. Should I get some more? I am not.
It's been a pleasure.
And this here is Lady Helena of Dvorets, my niece and ward.
God be with you, sir.
Please excuse her. This is her first time.
Okay. Do you know the Lord's here?
Only a little. Sir Martin Oderin and his son have been to visit at Lady Matilda's on...
They come to me for advice on selecting horses. If it hadn't been for me, that mule he's bragging about to everyone here would have cost him twice as
Mule?
much.
Do you mean that literally, or do you mean that as a joke?
You're fortunate, miss. Your aunt set you a good...
Yes. Lady Matilda has always...
And I know what I'm doing. Don't think I...
It was a pleasure. Is your husband here too?
You won't find him here. He stayed at home in our fortress.
Or any journeys for that matter. Even where the king goes on his own 2 feet. My husband...
All his life he gorged himself on meat, pastries, and wine.
It's been a...
I'm sorry, Godwin, but unfortunately, the person playing you right now
Looking
is
at him
not...
closely, I reckon he's more of a draft horse.
Wait.
There are a few of those around my mind.
Oh. Wait, how's Bibiana better than this fucking random horse that they're all, like, losing their shit over? That's so funny. My shitty-ass, old-ass fucking horse is better than this. Oh, guard?
May I interrupt you for a moment?
Why
You
can't I-
already did.
What's the matter?
Okay. I guess these are the two who were having a good time earlier? Maybe? Maybe not.
Subject, so you don't have to admit I'm right.
I can't see
Conrad,
shit,
my
bro.
friend, you'll vouch for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. I'm getting tired of this. We're going upstairs so I can get this over with. This is giving me a fucking headache, bro. Yeah, I heard you. No one here wants to talk. I think these are just unnamed NPCs. There we go. Wait. Am I in the right place? I am, right? Find a jug of wine. I can't see shit. Wait, oh, right, I can just pull up the... Yes, this should help. Take the red wine.
The red'll be good, I hope.
There we go. Now we can finish this. There we go. Hopefully I can see now.
There's a
Oh,
piece
thank
of
God.
horseflesh for you, Rootheart. Not like that nag of yours.
Bibiana had better stats,
What
just
the
saying.
hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Okay.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Who isn't?
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Uh-oh. Again? I remember a certain moment in KCD1 where we also opened the gates to the wrong fucking people. We've learned nothing, apparently.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
God damn it. Protect your brother. Where's my brother?
He can't make it on his
I'll
own.
be done with you in a flash.
Go fuck yourself!
You're mine! Bad luck. Show your stuff.
Someone's attacking me from behind, I think. Where's my boy? Oh, there you are. Okay, okay. Can I heal him? I can just hand you a bandage, brother.
Now you're finished.
Now you'll die.
Fucking horse.
I'm trying to keep my brother alive.
Smash him on the head.
Too slow!
Where's my brother? Where's my brother? Ah, there.
You won't get me.
Someone's behind me. Okay, my brother's alive. Oh, I think we won. All good? We kept them both alive? As in myself and Christopher. I think so. Did I? Fuck, we're not gonna make it quite in time, are we? Yeah, I'm wearing that bullshit. Anyway. Is this my best armor? Okay, 1 second. First of all, we're gonna remove this because I might need to put on my stealth outfit later, also known as butt nakedness. Okay. Now this is my fighting stuff. Do I need to... What do I do? Well, that one's 100, that one's 100. That one's not 100. Okay. Blacksmith, maybe? It's not super important, but... What's most broken? Oh, I can't filter. Okay. This one. Wait, I'm wearing my yellow outfit right now. Yes, yellow outfit. Wait, how am I wearing a servant's hood? I guess I'm wearing the hood underneath my helmet? That's possible? Oh, fuck me. What do I know? Okay, I'm gonna need the horse to give me... I need more armor's kits. It's not good, I'm running out of them. 100, 84, 83, and 69. Nice. There we go. I only have 3 more, and a 4th broken one. Not great. Not great. Anyway, that's that. Mine's better. This goes to the horse. No. This is hands. 112, 80, 30, 10. So this is actually better as long as it's been fixed. Oh, interesting. Then I'll put these on, and then I'll fix them. Didn't know that. God damn it. Give me my armor's kits. Jesus Christ. So that's apparently better. Yes, it is. Interesting. And I don't need the gloves. I love how I was doing the whole time I was a waiter, I was barefoot. I was in the presence of the king of fucking Bohemia, completely fucking barefoot. Technically illegal in the UK. There's like an old law in the UK that states that you're not allowed to be in the presence of the queen without wearing socks. It's one of those old laws that still exist because no one's bothered to remove them. So, yeah. If you ever go to the UK, don't go anywhere near the... Well, I guess it's not a queen anymore, it's a king. So don't go anywhere near the king without socks. Can't wear sandals next to the king. Well, without socks. I would argue, though, if you're wearing sandals with socks near the king or not, that's a greater crime, but, you know. That gives noise. That's not good. I don't necessarily need charisma. Yeah. I have Godwin's ring though. I was wearing it with this particular character. I'm an outfit. No, I'm already wearing the best stuff. I hate that the spectacles give so much fucking charisma, because I wish I could just be wearing anything else. Because they look so fucking ugly in the cutscenes and stuff that I'm wearing glasses. Oh, I love how the glasses are not showing right now. Lol. There we go. Now we have the glasses. Fucking Lavelle. Weird that you can't just, you know, have one of those like hide helmet options. It's one of the things that I appreciate the most in games, actually, is the option to hide your helmet. Because in games where you don't have that option, I straight up do not wear helmets on my character. No matter what. It hurts my armor, it hurts my stats, and I don't care. I don't wear a helmet. I hate that shit. This should be with the horse. These don't weigh anything, so it doesn't matter. Armor. Wait, weapon, I mean. Weapon-wise. The better weapon was this one, which is what we have on, so that's okay. Wait, didn't I have a... Yeah, I can wear a shield with my weapon now. That's a thing. That is a thing. I have a thing for that. I think it was... here, maybe? Was it? No. No. Was it warfare? If you're plate armor, you get a bonus of charisma. Cool. No. I know I got something. Wearing a helmet. No. No. Where did I get it, though? It's not in here? No. No. Was it a main quest? A main level thing? Was it a strength, maybe? Or agility? Is your strength? No. 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 Was it strength? Nope. Nope. Where did I get it? Okay, this is confusing as shit. Could it be an unarmed? That doesn't make any sense, though. No. Where did I get it from? Maybe it's one of these? No. 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 I know I got a buff of some kind, or skill point or whatever, that lets me use longswords with a shield, and I wasn't allowed before because longswords are supposed to be two-handed weapons. Right? No. No, I might not have it yet. This one's not a two-handed weapon. I thought they were. I thought they all were, but it's not. The late night Peter of... This is the one that I got for that guy. Okay. I remember now. It deals more damage than a long sword, but it's a one-handed sword. That's insane. That is a really good fucking weapon. Holy shit. That's awesome. Can you reforge swords to like up their class rating thing? What's this? Quality? I wonder if I can like grab this sword and then just make it level 4. I don't think I've ever made anything with level 4 though. I don't know how to do that. Okay, in that case, then I can put this here. Oh, to be precise, I should swap these. Because, you know, Radzig's dad and all that. I wonder if Radzig will ever, like, acknowledge Henry as his legitimate son. I don't think he has any other sons, right? He needs an heir. I might be assuming that wrong, though. Quality MJ. What's that mean? Whatever. I assume that's the 4th quality. I didn't make this, though. I got it. I won it at the competition. Don't remember which competition. That means I don't need this anymore. Pasha's crossbow. Unfortunately, it failed. Yep. Is this a slow crossbow? Actually, all crossbows are slow as shit. Fucking yeet that. What I need is a fucking bow. I've been using crossbows this entire game and I don't know what's wrong with me. I should have been using a bow. So much better. I need to get a good bow at some point. It might be too late in the game, actually. I'm pretty sure we're really far into the game for me to be going around trying to fetch weapons. Anything else? What's my energy looking like? Bad. Let's drink some coffee. Fix that. 87, there we go. We're gonna go beat the crap out of some people, so maybe I should take a strength one. That would make sense. Strength helps a bit. Speech, no need for that. Horsemanship, no. Slow bleeding, that's nice, but no need. Stamina, that's not bad. For 20 minutes, that's good. Increases vitality. Nourishment, you know what, that might actually help. There we go. I am making myself drunk though, I think. Yeah. Huh? By 20. How did it... That's not 20. Maybe it's over time. Speed is 24. I should arm myself with... Not that. What does that do? Half a day's sleep will heal you 2 times faster. That's fucking useless. Thank you. There it is. I should put those there in case I need it. I don't have any more? No. Oh, you can only... Wait, there we go. You can only have like one at a time. You can't have a stack of them. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Never noticed. So we have 4 of them. Don't think I need anything else. Painkiller. Lasts 20 minutes, that doesn't matter. Strong Artemisia. Okay, well, I hope that's the one I took. If not, you know what? We'll take another one. And then we should probably take one of these. Decreases drunkenness. Yep, that will help. There we go. Now that we're drugged up, all good. I should check on my quests though. Can I see quests I've already done? Yes. Can I see the main quests? Oh. I don't think I can see the quests from... Wait. No. Name. Main. Oh, okay, there it is. Without Godwin's help, Christopher probably would not have lived to see the end of the battle. Fortunately, he escaped with only injuries. Okay, so we did succeed in saving Christopher. That's what I was trying to figure out. Poor guy. Okay. Then, if you guys think you can't see shit, I can't see shit either. I assure you. Do I happen to have any night seeing potions? The answer is usually no, because I use them a lot. Yeah, I can't see shit. Great. We're just doing that then. What's this? Not good, that's what this is. Fuck.
Go.
Run.
Don't spare him. Take that. Out. Damn it.
Historically, in a situation like this, how would the guards inside be able to tell that Henry isn't an enemy? Because as far as the guards inside are concerned, you're just a random dude who just showed up from the same side as the enemies. And there's nothing about your appearance that gives away the fact that you're fighting on the same side. I feel like in these times, it would probably happen a lot that, like, friendly fire would occur, you know, like in medieval times and stuff. Because there's no way for you to know who's on your side or not, other than, you know, if they're wearing armor that belongs to your side, but if they're not, then you're fucked. And if, God forbid, the enemy decides to don the armor of your side, then Jesus, you know?
Bad luck.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that's why it's, I believe it breaks the Genevan Convention if you wear an enemy's uniform in order to attempt to, you know, sneak in.
No chance. You won't get me.
Yeah, don't scare him. Through blood, yeah.
Now, why is my horse having a moment?
Take that.
There we go.
Go fuck yourself.
Did the other guy die? Oh no, he's still here. The NPCs are particularly bad at defending themselves from the downwards attack. I think the game might be a little too loud. I just realized. I might have. Just a tad.
Look, help me with him. Bleeding.
Okay.
That was a close shave.
Uh-huh.
Too close. Oh, fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Henry.
That's me.
Godwin. How did you get...
Long story.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone all right?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector.
Wait.
They're awaiting. Who?
Alderin, Kunstad, and Rutard. Okay, so that's the dad from Godwin, whose name I don't recognize properly. And that last one was the guy from Kuttenberg.
Slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against
No! She was so based! What the fuck?
Simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I got there in time. Christopher tried to defend her father. Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where Von...
Where did they go?
They've got to raise an army for us.
So we have a plan to counter...
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low.
I'll gladly play dead for a...
Be so kind.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you. But Von...
You knew he was...
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no...
I bet he couldn't believe it.
And Sigismund will be We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, he'll hang the lords.
I appreciate the game, you know, having this like really dark darkness, but I can barely see it, and I can see on my other screen that you guys on the stream probably can barely see anything either, so it's like, fuck's sakes. I wish I could make the game a little brighter, but every time I try to increase the brightness of the game, not my screen, the game, it just makes it blurrier instead of making it brighter. It's very annoying. You wanna give up? What can we do now?
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and
If I survive the journey.
Yeah, the Jews are in danger.
The king announced one more thing at the council. That is...
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies. What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and...
Anyway, we've got work to...
Give me a moment. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to...
Okay, I need to figure this out. Game settings, it's not there. What the fuck's telemetry? Oh, actually, yeah, sure. Of course. Dialogue and cutscene subtitles, yes. In-game chapter subtitles, yes. Tutorials, I'd rather not, but, you know. Save changes, yes. Graphics. Resolution, window mode, overall image quality, show FPS. VSync. Frame rate limit. Gamma correction. Like, I can do this, right? And it kind of makes it brighter, but at the same time it doesn't. It also makes it, like, blurry. Because it's not really brightness. I can't tell this one. Depth of field. Save changes, no. Let me set that again. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. We're gonna try to just up this shit to the max. Is it better? Well, I hope it helps at least on stream. To me, it looks not great, but
I don't know.
yeah.
I saw him bolting out the gate. Someone set his mane and tail on fire.
Oh, I mean, that sounds bad. I'm sorry for your horse, sir. Oh, it shows up as loot though, not as steel. Oh, I appreciate that. Look, I'm very sorry for all of the other people who are waiting for me, and I'm sure everything's very urgent, but I like stealing stuff. Teehee. I wonder if we can also find the corpse of the lady that died. See if she had any, like, cool items on her or, like, anything important. No offense to her, of course. This isn't better than what I have. Oh, maybe this one? Doesn't look like it. No, mine's better. Oh, rip the little horsey. Oh. Oh, the horse fell on the dry devil? Holy shit. Bro. He's lucky to be alive. Beyond lucky.
Put enough arrows in him to knock down 3 light.
I've actually watched someone, like in real life, fall off a horse. It's... yeah, people freak the fuck out. It doesn't usually end well. Fortunately, the girl in question was fine. But, fucking hell. I used to do horse riding when I was a kid. It was fun for a year or two, and then I got bored of it. Aw, there she is. No, we can't check anything. Oh,
We have to take care of young Sir Christopher, and hope his father comes back soon.
Yes.
Fuck, yeah. They lost quite a few of the women. Fuck, man. Hey, John.
Good to see you.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, Von...
Von Owlet surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look.
Well, they killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles.
And they captured our close. Without them, we can hardly get the burger.
We'll figure out a way to...
But how?
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right.
Damn,
When I
Hans,
drink
you've
too
grown as a
much
character.
wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might, but
God's woo! We need to get back to this.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you stay. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is this, this guy's having a blast. I'll remove that. 1050 something. Mine's better. I always appreciate it when the game is, not in a hurry, you know? Where's the money? There we go. Oh, did you have anything worth anything? No, you didn't. You suck. Huh? Aw, mine are better. Feels bad. It is worth a lot of money. Yeah. After a certain point in this game, though, it becomes basically impossible for you to sell items. Because no trader actually carries the money to buy... Like, some of these armor/swords, even a single one, you cannot buy the full item. You cannot sell the full item, basically. Because there isn't anyone who has more than, like, 800 gold. Hey, Hans. How you doing, buddy?
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight.
Oh, my phone just died. Fuck.
He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes. Although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
Well, he's a noble.
I agree. He seems quite likable. And he's got a score to settle with Sigismund, like we do.
He certainly has.
What happened when von Berghoff hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with Von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons.
Oof.
They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you?
Nothing much. They took care of my wounds, and then... But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Berghoff came asking questions a couple of times. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw... I was... It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
Yeah, I forgot the name for that, actually. 1 second. Where's my... oh. Claustrophobia. God bless. Drew a blank. You got the good old claustrophobia, buddy.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards.
You can do
and
that.
Above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge bill so you feel right at home.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look up what does castellan mean. Castellan? Constable was the governor of a castle. I don't think Henry is gonna enjoy having an administrative position. It's not quite his thing. You wanna give Henry anything, you give him, well, you give him a forge, yeah, sure, but you also, like, you give him, like, a head of your army or of your guard or something like that. Put him up as, like, the guy who's teaching the rest of your guardsmen to train them, basically. Just have him be their trainer of some sort, their teacher. That makes more sense. They never let you out?
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
Fair. Oh, my phone just refuses to exist right now.
What did von Burgov want from you?
Just the usual courtesies.
Oh.
The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know?
How
It's not like
nice.
they could just throw you in some hole. They
Oh,
behaved
they can.
fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information about Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field.
What did you tell him?
Did you tell him? Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the...
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with her.
Indeed.
I'm proud of Hans. He did pretty well. Good job, buddy.
This is a... Christ.
I am really sad that the widow lady died. God damn it. She seemed like a promising, cool character. Can't talk to her. This guy's alive. Helena's alive. That's nice. No one's dead here. Servant Dasha. Christopher's alive, although in pain. Wait, where's Godwin? Didn't he say he was going to his brother? His brother's here. Where's Godwin?
Young Sir Christopher came out.
Godwin? Godwin? How are you here with her, but not Godwin? Where's Godwin? You're not Godwin. You're a guard. You're not Godwin. And I can't go here. I thought I'd be able to talk to Godwin at least before we advanced. Maybe he went down to the cellar / eating area? Okay, there's limits. Even with the maximum brightness, there's limits. No, can't go here. Oh, the dog's with me. Hi, Mutt. Good boy. Good boy. So maybe he's here? There's definitely people here.
So what? Fighting makes a man hungry.
Maybe someone gave us away.
But who? Everybody from here. Only Jobst and the Reptile Lords left.
I'm not saying it was someone from here.
Oh, Dry Devil. Hey, buddy. Oh, nothing to say to you. Okay. Fair enough. Godwin, are you in the fucking cups? No, but the French guy is. Oh, you're alive.
Sir Vaculin.
Bien sûr.
Where does the name...
That is simple.
My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And,
that's fairly
the name
common.
stuck.
Like Leonardo da Vinci, if I recall correctly, Vinci is the place he comes from. That's a fairly common thing to name people like that.
Today, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you... Or would you rather hear how I...
Sure.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign. Enguerrand arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge. Un chevalier français fears nothing.
I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to this. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's rank. And that is how we won. No doubt you had no...
Okay.
Bold. Quite right. Just as Monsieur Chapon says, Audantes fortuna juva. That day I was the bravest of them all.
Your feats are truly remarkable.
I shall do my...
Okay. 1 second. Did I save before talking to him? I'm not wearing the correct outfit for chats. I didn't think I'd have to pass a fucking skill check to talk to anyone right now. Jesus. 4 minutes though. Where was I 4 minutes ago? Oh, it was after talking to Hans. Pretty sure I didn't talk to anyone else after that though. Oh, okay, Godwin's just sitting here. That explains it. Okay. That's fine then. And the Dry Devil didn't have anything new to say. So we'll just swap my outfit. He's just here in pitch black fucking darkness.
Survive. Yes, where did that one? Oh, arrest. Thanks. I'll get out of paradise. I should. That one. Hello. My and no doubt.
Oh, okay, no. 22. I don't think I can.
Thank you for.
At your service.
Change that. Have any other tales?
What other? Oh, many, mon ami. It would take away to on the Italian field, we faced John Hawkwood. Surrounded, we were at his mercy. Night fell, but just then, Providence...
Did...
And observed, I mounted my horse and set off to find help. And, as I rode away, thinking we were trying to break through, Les Anglais went to head them off. But while the English were occupied with my city, I saved many men from certain death that night, and many lords from the disgrace of capture. Needless.
That is it. But you were just trying to...
I wanted to break, but as I say, I merely follow Providence, and she guides my steps from triumph to triumph.
Oh,
wherever I go. Stick close to me,
1 second.
Henri.
I had closed my door, and for some reason my door was open, which means someone probably opened the door to check on me and then left it open. What about the king?
With Providence, I came to the court from the field of battle, because, remember this, but the king was in a bad mood. Maybe I thought the news of...
How could you tell him if...
Ha! I climbed up to his balcony, into his chamber, and lo and behold, the king was writhing, and wasting not a moment, I dashed over to him and unblocked. In return, the king bestowed on me the title
Okay, so you're incredibly lucky.
Or cupbearer. Unfortunately, though,
is that the joke? That this guy's just really fucking lucky?
And minor mistakes can come to overshadow good deeds.
Mm-hmm.
What happened at court that led to you being out of favor?
Well, perhaps I shall tell you some other time.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what happened at court.
A major setback and the gross injustice, mon ami. It is an unhappy memory. Because
there's nothing to be ashamed of. We can all learn from our failures.
And I bet even your
Oui. But is that I suffer the combination of misfortunes.
Okay.
Luckily and...
En aucun cas. Jacques Le Gris and there's two great knights were in a legal dispute over an estate. But above all, when de Carouge was on a campaign, Le Gris fornicated with his wife. She claimed that he had raped her, while he said she had seduced him. And because everyone swore to their own truth on the Bible, the matter had to be settled by combat. First, they jousted. Then they fought on foot with sword and axe. Le Gris thought victory was in his grasp, but de Carouge suddenly pounced on him, wrested him to the ground, and beat him so terribly that he knocked off his helmet and cuirass. Even so, Le Gris refused to admit his guilt, and de Carouge drove a dagger through his neck. And if you promise not to tell, I will let you into a secret about that dagger.
Oh boy.
Tell me the secret.
Bien. As I say, de Carouge killed Le Gris with a dagger. And I found that dagger in the mud after the duel. A blessed blade, an instrument of divine justice. The dagger that ended the last trial by combat France ever witnessed. An item of great value. So, I had several copies made and sold them to rich French noblemen.
Oh god.
That is how I first came into wealth. And I used the coin to buy the horse and armor I needed to set off in pursuit of glory in battle.
It seems like this character is supposed to be a reference to a bunch of things in like movies and other stuff. I don't know how much of what he's saying are references to real life happenings, but at least to like movies and other games, it seems like he has a bunch of references. I just don't recognize any of them.
That's for...
It was one of the greatest things I ever saw. Half of friends came to watch. I later told the story to anyone who was interested. I could have written it myself.
Okay.
You were in...
Of course. My birthplace gave me an arrest. That is, until I persuaded an important nobleman to all the ships he bought sank in a tempest.
Oh boy.
He had to sell up. Of course, he wrongly blamed, but my advice was sound. He was simply punished by God for fornicating with every wench from the Pyrenees to Brittany. Bragging about it, I told him as much. But...
A sea voyage from France to Africa?
A risk, perhaps. But think of the fortune to be made. A man must think big if he wants to achieve greatness, no?
Big ideas often lead to big trouble.
Oh boy.
Storms, You should have tried the Baltic...
You are right. That would have been safer.
Well,
but that is under Hanseatic
depends at
control.
at one point in time you are. Is this before or after Portugal established a bunch of really, really good sea routes? Specifically for this purpose.
There is too much competition. Africa, mon ami, that is the land of opportunity. The Arabs sell to the Portuguese via Ceuta, and they sell on to us.
I was about to say, man, there haven't been enough references to my country here, and then they hit me with one. Hell yeah!
Imagine selling further and trading directly with African kings, cutting out all of those middlemen.
Ah, good luck, bitch.
Remember this?
What was the hunting?
We were out in the royal hunting grounds. There had long been rumors about it, so I set off after it. When I arrived, it turned out that my aunt had not killed a stag, but the horse of a lady. I fell out of her favor, and all the...
Bad luck indeed.
Quite right. A misfortune like that, which could indeed happen to anyone. But the other lords were afraid I would outshine them, so they were...
Tell me about Rabat.
Quite far. From Bohemia, you would go to Bonn, then you sail down the Anvers, Brussels. Both the Dukes of Burgundy and the Imperial Princes would like to annex our land to theirs. Because it's flourishing, but like everywhere else.
How did you end up?
Leaving the court with a modest sum. I traveled a lot, spending time in various countries. When I learned that l'Empereur Charles, that great friend of France, had built the map.
So people in foreign countries speak highly?
Bien sûr.
Well, yeah,
it
it
was
makes
abroad
sense.
that I heard of
It's
King
the seat of the Holy Roman Empire, right?
city and its reputed vast wealth. I bought the abandoned Miskowitz estates and shares in the Kuttenberg
Holy
mines.
Catholic. Wait,
And
one
for
of
a
the
time,
empires.
I settled here to provide for myself and wait for King Wenceslas woman.
1 second. Now I need to go and fact check myself real quick because I think I just misspoke accidentally. Oh no, I did not misspeak. Seat of the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. No, I was correct. I did not misspeak.
Wish to serve. But even here, fate did not let me be. When Sigismund brought his army to the city, for how better to make King Wenceslas aware of me than that victory was assured, but the burghers had stripped of my possessions. I languid.
Sir Vaclin, I'm surprised how well you speak our language. Where did you learn it?
Where do you think? Here, of course. Ce n'était même pas difficile. Perhaps I have already mentioned that I am guided by Providence. She endowed me with many talents. I can communicate almost everywhere. I now speak French, German, Italian, Latin, Hungarian, and Czech. Some English, though. That is only a necessary evil.
Thanks for sharing your stories with me.
I love how the implication is that they're currently speaking Czech to each other, even though I hear it in English. What do you think of our band? What happened during the siege? Yeah, what
Tell
happened?
me. Ah, mon ami, poorly. But what could I do? Stand down from leading the defense like a coward? After all, I had to live up to my reputation. And at the time, it did not look hopeless at all. I thought it would be enough to stall Sigismund.
Only no.
Précisément. The hope for I, who fought in 5 countries.
I heard your attack on the Trebizond.
It is true, but that was not my fault.
Ah.
The Kuttenbergers blamed me to cover up their own failure. Ces connards. I made the correct decision, but I was given bad intelligence. The Kuttenberg spies that I sent out reported that the trebuchet weren't defended. But they were too cowardly to take up this tragedy would never have happened if it were not for... But enough of that. In the meantime...
I'd like to...
Unfortunately...
What do you think of...
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company, but a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
Okay.
What do you think of Zhizh?
The Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think that takes a lot more.
I can't get Catherine. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me.
Ah, you're... But for my taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat age vintage.
Bro.
Though, I have to admit she's a...
That's not really what I meant.
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened.
So do I.
I have no idea. But she's fond of you, if you ask me. Try it.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of...
No, you're not.
What do you think of Sir Hinet?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier. But I do not trust him.
You think so?
My instinct rare...
How do you get on with Jan?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong.
How do you get on with...
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but needless to say, he has... Godwin and Giscard. And that devil in press clothing bit me.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. In addition, he can play chess, and in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen.
What do you think of Kubienko?
A good warrior.
I don't think...
And that is just the problem.
Okay.
About the... I'd like...
Unfortunately...
Okay. I think we've exhausted all dialogue with this fucking weirdo. I do not like him one bit. He is a complete fucking fraud. Okay, we're done here. There was nothing here other than the Dry Devil, but he's fine. Which means... if If none of these wish to speak, which if I recall correctly they don't, then the only thing left, yep, is to tell the Jews about the horrible, horrible shit that's about to come to them. Yeah.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him.
What did you talk about?
We talked about your stepfather.
Why?
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times.
Huh?
Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? Well...
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes. His son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? We look the same age.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Nothing. Proof perhaps that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. This is not the end. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved.
He's no king to me. He's...
What's a...
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Rant and all that with the king.
This is what we were afraid of. We need to get back in. Will you come with us?
I'll come. And
very well.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's not waste time.
Sounds important and urgent.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of... And I see, instead of that...
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something. Can we borrow the wagon you were on?
But of course. I borrowed it too. If you...
Could you stop blabbering already?
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir?
All right. But could you please tell me what...
I'll explain to you on the way.
Are you coming?
Of course.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here and wait, either.
Fair.
All right, then.
Let's go, then. Jesus. Then I guess Samuel is half... No, he would be Jewish, because if I recall correctly, Jewishness, like the way that they believe, is passed down. It's passed down by the mother. So since his mother is the Jewish one, then he is Jewish. At least that's what I've been told. I'm not very knowledgeable.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, you'll sober up.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
They're speaking really far.
An awful lot about these people, sir.
At least we have subtitles.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster?
Yeah.
At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, how... What was the story with your mother and Martin?
We have nothing else to do.
We could both be dead in a while.
Okay, let's go.
We better hurry up.
Does that mean hurry? Schnell? Does it mean hurry or something like that? God bless. I need to learn more languages.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
Fair.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through... There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Oh, I've used them before, yeah.
Won't it collapse on us?
We'll find out. Follow me.
If you mean the underground under the city, I've been there many times. Oh, I'd rather be in front of you guys than following you. I'll get stuck otherwise. The other two idiots are really far behind?
Oh, nothing. I'm just blabbering.
Oh, what did he say?
Sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little Kurva. My horse is getting low.
You're slower than them by a lot.
Do you hear anything?
I hope we're not late or something. I don't know if this was a timed question anyway.
Was that all the content you could muster up?
Wouldn't it make more sense for me to go with them? Fuck. I'd rather go with them.
I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. Into Sigismund's hands. Other towns will die too.
Do you think we're gonna make it in time? To find the papers? Save the people?
I pray we can, Henry. There's nothing more I can do. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. The stash is locked away. Samuel's friends are guarding the place. Who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time.
Hi. Bravery is not the lack of fear,
What's the matter?
but action in spite of.
It's open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
Oh boy.
I'll go upstairs.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get... I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
I assume I'm not supposed to take your shit then? Oh, nothing useful then. Nothing here, so I can't take any of this either. Nothing here. What am I wearing right now? My talking outfit, okay. We might have to switch later, but we'll see. Shit. Your name is Moses? That's interesting. Usually... I don't know. I'm used to people avoiding giving names of famous people to their kids. I don't actually know how the Jewish see figures like Moses and stuff, though. I don't know if they're also part of their stories or not. Or whether they view them favorably. I have no idea. I think the answer is yes, though.
If they've got such good stuff in the kitchen, I wonder what they've stashed in the cell.
Come on. Thank you, ma'am. You were talking, which means you probably have a friend, because you wouldn't be talking to yourself now, would you? Fuck. I remember these people. Shit. That's not good. That's not good. Where's the... Ah, there it is. Come on. I'm having a hard time pinpointing the correct place.
Shit.
I have not failed that in weeks. Bruh. There we go. It's just food, basically. We have some groschen. Some of that. That's cool. That's useful. I'm pretty sure I have enough soap to last me a lifetime. That's useful. Jewish bread? Well, if that's better than regular bread, then I'll fucking take it. Ooh, lamb. That's nice. Sorry for stealing from you guys, but I'm probably not gonna have an opportunity to do this for a while.
Search the whole place.
I figured there had to be another one. I misclicked. I misclicked. Fuck.
I'm all yours. Let's go.
Another one. Didn't realize there was so many. My bad. There we go. That was my bad. I should have been able to kill all of them quietly, but I didn't notice the other guy. I got a little too eager. When I saw... Oh, there we go. When I saw that one guy, I was like, yeah, I'll just kill him, and then I forgot to, like, check the rest of the room. That's my bad. Stupid of me. Oh. It must be quite fun to... Jacob? Oh, you were named NPC. I must have passed by you. It must be quite fun to play this game with, like, actual Czech people who, you know, studied their own country's history and recognize the names of some of the characters and stuff. That must be cool. Ah, fuck. Just money. Wine and stuff, but I don't really need the wine. Ooh. Knight's axe. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Can't open that one. There's a bunch of blood everywhere. So that's about it. There's something above. Have I been above? Nothing interesting. It would be really cool to have other studios like make similar games, but for, you know, the different countries in Europe at different points in time and shit. I know Portugal would have like some really fucking cool stories you could tell. I'm sure the other countries have as well. Hey, I dealt with the issues. I think. Wait for Samuel outside the inn. Oh, okay. You go ahead. Ah, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, I guess. So, it's that one door that's at courtyard, I'm guessing, right? Where was that door? Is it this one? It is.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right. Sam, you're back already? A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the...
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any
Well, they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. What about you?
She is, thank God.
Okay.
I told her to get ready, and we would come.
I'm really sorry about your friends.
There was nothing but Navis Hamardes. This Eric is really...
There'll be plenty of time for that later.
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of my... God be with you.
Go, go.
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
I don't know what's
can't.
going on with the voice volume. Sometimes it's really loud, sometimes it's really low. It's on the left. Okay. So this house? How do I get in? Through here? Oh, thank God you're okay, man.
What?
Don't worry, ma'am.
Mein Gott! What happened?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded.
Wait!
My name is Henry.
Of course.
I'm his...
Was sagst?
Sam told me...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there!
What's going on?
Sam!
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe.
We have to get to the cinema.
Through the backyard!
You shouldn't go in front of me, ma'am. I should be in front. Fuck.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
I don't have any... Fuck, I don't have anything to shoot with. Fuck, are you kidding me? I don't have any ranged weapons, I never do. Fuck. How can I get up there? How can I get up there? How do 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 I get up there? Fuck. There must be some way. Fuck. Oh, I fucked up. No one told me this would be... What? No, I'm trying to move, you fucking dumbasses. And I'm just trying to find a weapon. Do you have a ranged weapon? You do. No, I'm sorry, but I need your weapon. Yes. And some bolts, sure. Doesn't matter. Is she okay? She is, okay. Do I have the good arrows? I mean bolts. No, I don't. Fuck. The horse does. I nailed it. Oh! Why am I like this?
Jim, they're gone. We have to keep going.
Of course, ma'am. I apologize for my stupidity. Damn, ma'am, we're doing fucking parkour. I did not expect that. Ma'am can do parkour. Holy shit. This is a based old woman. Go, ma'am.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
You fucking coward! You should have fucking.
You're literally attacking people without weapons and you're calling others a coward? That's brave. A little retarded. Oh, they're having a whole mother-son conversation. Let's go. Anything from these fuckers? Do any of them have bolts? That's a good question, actually. Nope, they don't. There we go. Oh boy.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women? And the defenseless?
Yeah, it is pretty disgusting.
What's going on up there?
Simon will stay with your mother. I need to go help. Else Kubianka's gonna fucking die. He's severely outnumbered. Okay, I take back what I said. He is not severely outnumbered. Kubianka counts for like 50 of them. Holy shit, Kubianka.
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
Oh, really?
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No. I just don't want to die here alone.
Oh, finally, I get to fight Eric.
There they are.
Let's fucking go.
Well, now we're really fucked.
Nothing a good Molotov cocktail can't help.
For how long?
With.
As long as we need to.
Please let me swap. Please let me swap. Fuck! I'm wearing my non-combat outfit, bro. It's a little difficult to fight while being up against a wall. You die already. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. Interesting that in this game you hear the bell tolling a lot for like moments of, yeah, bad moments.
Fuck you. You won't get me.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm not wearing the right outfit. I have to swap to my fighting outfit. Should have swapped before we came out. I didn't think about it. Now we can swap here. This is that, this is that. I don't have the correct weapons. Wait, what's... No, I do. Everything's fine. No, all good, all good. Random hunting crossbow and crude bolt. Let me just swap this out of here because we don't need that. That is my dad's weapon, yes. Oh, one of my weapons is fucked? Why is one of my weapons fucked? Weaponsmith, weaponsmith. Wait, I don't have the weaponsmith thing? Am I blind? Blacksmith. That's not it. It's not it. Marksman's? Yeah, figured. There we go. Now we can just skip all of that, because we've already seen this.
Put some effort in, damn it! So I pay. We'll see. Some cup. Him alive.
No chance.